Paladins is a free-to-play online hero shooter published by Hi-Rez Studios and developed by Evil Mojo Games, who coincidentally are an internal studio owned by the before-mentioned Hi-Rez Studios. Initially, the game released as an open beta on Steam in 2016 and had reached in 1 week's time over 800,000 downloads, making it one of the top 10 most played games on Steam. And by December 2020, the game exceeded over 45 million players. The game takes place in a sci-fi fantasy world called The Realm, where there is elements of both fantasy and science fiction, including medieval-looking soldiers who use ranged weapons such as shotguns and assault rifles instead of swords. With beautiful maps that become a dangerous battleground for every hero, this game has over 30 characters to choose from, each of which has 5 unique abilities that fall in the Holy Trinity categories of combat, tanking, and healing. Many people consider this game to be a free-to-play version of the game Overwatch, released by Blizzard Entertainment, also released in 2016. But the question then becomes, is Paladin really just a poor man's version of Overwatch, or does Paladin supply enough character and unique identity to stand on its own merits? Let's find out together in this ×2 review. Hey guys, Extermicide here, and I'm with my buddy Ark.
How you guys doing again? Nice to see you.
And it's time for another ×2 review, and tonight we are reviewing Paladins. So the game was released in 2016, publisher Hi-Rez Studios, and developer is Evil Mojo Games. Evil Mojo Games is actually a sub-company of Hi-Rez Studios, so it's their inner development team that created the game. Have you ever played Paladins?
I have never played Paladin, but it looks kind of cool though.
Either have I. So this thing has kind of got the reputation of being the poor man's Overwatch. It came out the same year as Overwatch, but this one's free to play. So I'm starting right off, and right now I'm seeing something on my screen that says Lady Liberty, go to chest. So it looks like I got a chest open. Oh, and it's a red, white, and blue freaking horse. So I have a special skin for this person named Anera. Oh, that is really freaking cool. All right. Anyway, I'm not too worried about skins. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 31 characters available to us right now. 8 of them are available once you start the game new like this. The rest of them have to be unlocked. You earn gold within the game, and it looks like they spotted me some gold right from the get-go here to go ahead and purchase any character that I may want to purchase. So that's pretty cool. It's a nice little welcome gift.
I do like all the different character selections, kind of neat.
And then at the top you got your you can go and see what your abilities are. You can modify your skins, your weapons, your emotes. There's actually a lot to this freaking game. So although it may be deemed the poor man's Overwatch, it is by no means lacking in freaking features. All right, so how do we actually start a game? Oh, play. Probably clicking play will probably start a game, huh? All right, so we're queued up. We're going to queue up for Team Deathmatch, Onslaught, and Siege. Whatever we get, we get. Found a match relatively quick.
There we go.
Select a champion. Customize your champion.
All right, I locked in Victor.
Customize your champion.
So different weapons and stuff that you have to earn to unlock. So now a whole lot of customization you can do as a new person. But as you play matches, you start to unlock this stuff.
So you're using crystals to unlock like attack abilities, or is it just skin only?
From what I understand it, there's 3 different kinds of currency.
You
There's
can't
the gold
intimidate me.
that you can use to actually buy new characters. There's crystals that you can buy, which I think are for the costumes and stuff. And then they might have some like leveling stuff to help you level a little bit quicker in the store.
I got the impression, I wasn't quite sure, but it looked like you could unlock certain attack abilities, but I don't know if that was true or not.
It's earned through the game. From the way I understand it, everything is earned through the game. You get a currency of some type, and then you can buy to unlock the stuff with that particular currency.
Okay.
But the currency that you have to use real world money for is cosmetic. I like how you have to choose your special talent here at the beginning. Although if you have, I have 2 of them locked already, so I can only choose 1.
The battle is about to begin. An enemy has drawn first blood.
All time is fleeting.
Eject! Eject! Look alive!
This guy just knocking me off the mountain.
Double kill.
Has blessed us.
Double kill.
Thanks! Bring it on!
Do you know who you're messing with?
Hey, catch!
Lucky shot.
Killing spree.
I can do this all day.
Escape.
I've got your back. Much better.
Hatred seeks revenge. I'll remember this.
Excellent work.
Please, heal us.
No, no!
Rampage.
Rampage.
Lucky shot.
Thanks.
We're owning, man.
I will pass judgment.
Much better. You challenge my co-op?
I'll just leave this. Let your eyes find this.
I will not falter.
Let's make this interesting.
I feel young again. Don't do this.
Finally died, man. Good healing there.
Dude, what was the score on that, man?
To the front line.
God, that was like the first time I ever died.
I must spend the credits.
Keep talking while you can.
And my character just said I need to spend my credits.
I've got your back. Thanks. Move. We're taking heat. No, no.
Watch your step.
Yeah, they're focus firing on me now.
Try and run.
I'm not afraid.
I'll remember this.
don't even know what the rest of our team is doing.
You challenge my co-op? I want to stage the law.
Enemy killing spree.
Let's make this interesting.
Enemy killing spree.
Pick up the pace. Keep it together.
What did we do wrong?
I guess you got like there's a. You can do like an auto purchase, or it automatically purchases stuff for you.
His energy.
Victory.
So good.
Good job. Not bad for a first match, huh?
Yeah, I kind of dig this better because it's just a little bit slower paced. But
Now just tell me that I had a new mode unlocked, burst mode. So you do unlock stuff as you go along.
Oh. Like I said, I always do better as like a support class versus an assault class, and
Onslaught. Select your champion.
Tyra.
Customize your champion.
All right, I'm gonna try this Tyra chick, and she's damage again. We'll see what she has to offer. I am noticing a lot of these characters do have very, very similar abilities as
hunt
characters
calls.
in Overwatch.
Yep. Even this little bit of the characteristics too, how the characters look and everything.
Prepare for battle.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The battle has begun.
I don't know how I feel about it just auto mounting you like that.
Help the front line. My thanks, healer.
Take a swing.
An enemy has drawn first blood.
Behind us! Time heals all.
All time is fleeting.
Killing spree.
Honorable death.
Nice shot.
Assist to the tank.
Had enough?
Double kill. That's 5 in a row.
I got 5 kills in a row.
Come on.
Attack the objective! Successful house! Not in my house! Enemies behind us! Stay down! My wounds are healed? Help the tank! Oh, burn, monster! There's some fight in you after all. Kneel! That feels nice!
Unstoppable.
Honorable death.
I have judged this world.
We're two of a kind!
I have so much left to learn.
You'll regret this!
Take it!
You dare attack me! They're behind us!
All time is
I am wounded.
All we are is energy.
Sustain. Come on.
Had enough?
Don't touch the meter.
Thanks so much.
Finally died, man. I got too greedy.
Have you met my friends?
Someone give me a real challenge.
I can afford more supplies.
Just says if I press I
not
can
finished.
purchase items. But I have auto purchase turned on, which I guess it buys what you need.
Yeah, that's what I did. I just let it just buy whatever I need.
Nice shot. This is an honorable death.
They hunger for more. All we are is
Help the
energy.
front line.
God, these guys are just feeding us the
I fight
kills.
back.
Let's make this interesting.
I am healed.
Do not trifle with me.
I have judged this world.
Mind sharing?
Enemies are firing.
This is our territory. Kneel.
That feels nice.
Not me.
No one is double kill.
The wild play.
Killing spree.
Kinda feel like this character's a little OP.
Having a bad day.
Stay down. This is an honorable death.
I really don't fear for my life in this match, honestly. I really don't.
You will not
I don't know if
take
that's because, you know, we're just got such good DPS going, or because we got such good healing going, or we're just such a better freaking team than who we're playing against.
Yeah, I don't know.
this. Behind us. Help the front line.
Victory.
But I feel like we were playing bots.
That's kind of what I was. That's what I was feeling. I'm like, because there are some characters that walk right by me, and I'm just like, I'm a healer, you know. Like I was just standing there, just healing, and was, I don't know. It did feel like we were playing bots because they just mindlessly just kept coming in, and it's all right though. I don't mind. Once in a while, I kind of feel like I want to be a badass. Once in a while, you know, I don't want to have that 2 kill per match, so I feel pretty good that way. I feel
I
pretty
actually
proud
like
of
that
myself,
character
actually.
though that I just tried. She was a badass. All right, you ready to score this?
Yes, I am.
All right. Simple scoring system, 0 through 20 for each of the scores, starting off with graphics. Go ahead, start us off with that, graphics.
I thought that it was pretty cartoony, and I think it felt the same with like Overwatch, you know, that same type of thing. But I didn't have any problem with it. It was good. I don't have anything negative to say about it. It wasn't great, but it wasn't good. So I'm gonna be fair. I'm probably gonna say like maybe like a 15 or something. To be honest with you.
All right. I'm actually probably going to go a little bit more generous than that because the graphics I thought were actually beautiful. I thought the coloring of the palettes was really freaking well done. I thought the maps were very different from one another, and I just kind of liked what I saw. I thought the skins of the characters looked really freaking good. I actually opened up one of those bonus chests, and they had a special 4th of July skin that I unlocked for a specific character that I did not play, but it was really a good looking skin, and the skins go as far as covering your mount also, which is pretty cool. I think I'm going to go as high as a freaking 18 for graphics. I thought this was a very pretty game. Next we have sound and music. The sound I thought was just spot on. I couldn't ask for anything more. I liked the commentary. I liked how your characters were talking. I thought the voice acting in the game was pretty damn good. It was recorded well. Every sound effect, from the creaking of the wheels from when you're, you know, moving the payload to shooting and springing up on one of those little teleports that kind of sprung you up to the next level. Just the sound effects were all there and they were kind of spot on. So I had no problem with the sound effects. Music, I'll be honest, I kind of turned down low because if you're playing a first-person shooter, you want to hear everything that's going on around you. But I did turn it on just a little bit, just enough so I could hear it, and there was a variety of music. It was changing. It was of the mood of the setting of the map that we're in. So it was actually very well orchestrated in itself. So sound and music, I think I'm going to fall on a 17 here.
I agree completely. I felt that the music and the sound, everything, I didn't have any issues whatsoever. So I myself, I'm going to give it an 18.
UI and menus. You go ahead and take this one first.
I will be a broken record and I say, as long as I don't get stressed out trying to figure out how to do something, if it's easy to menu, easy to go to, easy to navigate, then I didn't have any problems finding anything. And so for me, I give it 20.
And here's words that you have not heard from me very often, but I totally agree with you. I went into the menus to actually, because I got an ultra wide monitor, so I wanted to make sure I was set at the right resolution and everything, and they had everything just beautifully freaking separated. And then you went into it and there was just more freaking options that were of that category, and everything was just cleanly adjusted through either drop down menu selection or sliders, and it was all just very neatly packaged. As far as the actual UI in the game and everything, clearly outlined. It showed you your skills. It had the letter that you needed to press to activate that skill showing right over the icon. Who could ask for more? I mean, if you can't figure out E is for this and F is for this, that's on you at that point. They couldn't have made it any freaking cleaner. So I'm going with a perfect 20 also with UI and menus. Next we have gameplay and combat. And for gameplay, I always ask the question, did we have fun playing it? And my answer would be resoundingly just yes.
Yes.
Definitely freaking had fun.
Yeah.
The combat was very tight. It felt really good. When I was getting hit, it wasn't like, oh, why did I die? I knew I was being hit. I may have stood there too long and someone may have been hitting me from behind, but I knew I was being hit. So that's on me at that point. But I thought the combat was just really good. And, trying the different characters, there was certain characters I personally did not mesh well with, and they just didn't complement my personal game style. But there were characters that I did find that did. And those are the ones I kind of stuck with, and I loved it. Once you find that character that you connect with, I just think it's a no-brainer that that's the character that you have to stick with. So gameplay and combat, I'm gonna go full 20 here.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm gonna give it a 20 also, because everything, every character has a specific strength, weakness, and different type of play style, and you just have to search and find your own play style. And eventually we did. And I really enjoyed it. In fact, I loved playing the healer class. And so, everything just felt really good. And I loved just all the different varieties of options to pick. The one thing I don't like, but I'm still not going to take away from the combat, and maybe this goes with I'm not sure, maybe the UI or something, but I don't like the fact that you can't change your character in mid battle. So you're stuck with that one character, because let's just say if you don't really care for it, you'd like to change out to something different, but you can't. Now you're stuck for the next 2 rounds or so for however. That's the only one thing, but still, I don't feel I'm going to take it away from the game.
I think that's more for team balancing more than anything else, though. I mean, they don't want they don't want duplicates of the same character on the same team.
Yeah, right.
And they want to make sure that there's X amount of DPS, tank, healers. So I kind of understand why they went that route.
Yep.
Last we have Cash Shop and Pay to Win. So we did look at the Cash Shop briefly. and there wasn't really anything that really stood out as pay to win. However, we did do a search online, and in the Reddit, we did find, and I'm just going to quote a certain paragraph that I found. The net result, according to multiple complaints in the Paladins Reddit, is that gold has been made effectively useless, and Paladins is now a pure pay to win proposition. You either fork out the money for crystals, the real money currency, or you live without the bonuses and advantages that are granted to those who do. The new system is especially hard on new players because veterans will keep the cards they've acquired under the old system, while newbies will have to start off with nothing. So you earn gold while you're playing this game, but you can take that gold and buy crystals from people who have actually paid real money for these crystals. And of course, those people selling those crystals are going to scalp you. They're going to sell them for more gold than what they're actually worth, so they can turn around and buy more stuff with the gold that you spent hours earning and everything, if I worded that correctly. So it's really not that the game itself put anything in there particularly that's pay to win. It's the way the economy of this game kind of evolved, and it's a little unfortunate, but they have to be aware of it. And I would think, you know, if your game, look, you got this free to play proposition, you know, and this is what you're offering the people, you got to be aware that this is what people are doing, that they're buying these crystals from people using real gold, and you should really kind of step in and do something to protect that economy. Because I'm a firm believer, if you don't care enough about your game enough to protect it from stuff like this, then why should a player care enough about your game to play it? You know, and that's kind of my stance on it. So since they didn't introduce the problem per se, it's not something that they put into the game, it's just kind of how the economy developed, I'm going to kind of go in the middle here. I'm going to give them a 10 for a cash out pay to win.
I think for myself, I think I'm just going to go with the 15. I just feel there's something there that there's an issue, but yeah, I think I'm just going to go with the 15 with that one.
Sure you don't want to elaborate any more on it?
I just feel that, you know, when we were playing, I did notice that there were some abilities that you were able to, at least I'm like, and I was right. I was like, well, I think I had to unlock this in order to play that character. And so I definitely feel that there's definitely a monetary value, because for those who don't, but then again, that gives you the grind too. You know, it gives you something to work for to get that character unlocked eventually. So I don't really have anything against someone making the grind, but if someone's going to give you money to get ahead on that too, you know. So I don't know. I don't feel like even at level 1 we were owning people. So it really, to me, despite that I didn't have any abilities opened up, I was still able to make a difference and find my own way with the limitations that I had on my character. I was still cleaning people up, you know. So
that's a fair enough point.
So yeah, I'm gonna say 15.
All right, so adding up my scores, I came up with a total of 85.
I came up with a total of 88.
Adding our totals together gives us a total of 173. And dividing it by 2, since there's 2 of us playing, gives us a final score of 86.5. Which gives us a final letter grade of... With a grade of B, this game is considered good and is really worth your time to check out. It falls a little short in some areas, but overall, it really is a solid and good game with more good things happening within than bad. We definitely feel this game is worth your time and hard drive space, so make sure you give it a look. Anyways, that's it for our ×2 review for this game. We hope you enjoyed it and found it informative, and we will catch you again on the next ×2 review.